This video starts from chapter 11 of the Joshua. And it came to pass when Jabin king of Hajar had heard of things, and that he sent to Joab king of Midian, and to the king of Shimron, and to the king of Eshishap, and to the kings that are on the north of the mountains and of the plains south of Shineros, and in the valley, and in the borders of Dor on the west, and to the Canaanite on the east, and on the west, and to the Amorite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Jebusite in the mountains, and to the Hivite on the Hermon in the land of Mizpeh. And they went out, they and all their hosts, with them much people, even as the sand that is upon the seashore in multitude, with horses and chariots very many. And when all these kings were met together, they came and pitched together at the waters of Merom to fight against Israel. And the Lord said unto Joshua, Be not afraid because of them, for tomorrow about this time will I deliver them all slain before Israel. Thou shalt haul their horses and burn their chariots with fire. So Joshua came, and all the people war with him against them by the waters of Merom suddenly. And they fell upon them, and the Lord delivered them into the hand of Israel, who smote them, and chased them unto great Zidon, and unto Misrephoth Maim, and unto the valley of Mizpeh eastward. And they smote them until they left them none remaining. And Joshua did unto them as the Lord bade him. He hauled their horses and burnt their chariots with fire. And Joshua at that time turned back and took Hajar, and smote the king thereof with a sword. For Hajar before time was the head of all those kingdoms. And they smote all the souls therein with the edge of the sword, utterly destroying them. There was not any left to breathe. And he burnt Hajar with fire, and all the seed of those kings, and all the kings of them did Joshua take, and smote them with the edge of the sword. And he utterly destroyed them, as Moses the servant of the Lord commanded. But as for the cities that stood still in their strength, Israel burned none of them, save Hajar only, that did Joshua burn. And all the spoil of these cities, and the cattle, the children of Israel took for a prey unto themselves, but every man they smote with the edge of the sword, until they had destroyed them, neither left they any to breathe. As the Lord commanded Moses his servant, so did Moses commanded Joshua, and so did Joshua. He left nothing undone of all that the Lord commanded Moses. So Joshua took all that land, the hills, and all the south country, and all the land of Goshen, and the valley, and the plain, and the mountain of Israel, and the valley of the same, even from the Mount Harlak that goes up to Jair, even unto Baal-gad in the valley of Lebanon, on the Mount Hermon. And all their kings he took, and smote them, and slew them. Joshua made war a long time with all those kings. There was not a city that made peace with the children of Israel, save the Hivites, the inhabitants of Gibeon, or other they took in battle. For it was the Lord to harden their hearts, that they should come against Israel in battle, that he might destroy them utterly, and that they might have no favor, but that he might destroy them as the Lord commanded Moses. And at that time came Joshua, and cut up the Anakims from the mountains, from Hebron, from Debir, from Anak, and from all the mountains of Judah, and from all the mountains of Israel. Joshua destroyed them utterly with the cities. There was none of the Anakims left in the land of the children of Israel. Only in Gaza, in Gath, and in Ashdod there remained. So Joshua took the whole land according to all that the Lord said unto Moses. And Joshua gave it for an inheritance unto Israel according to their divisions by their tribes. And the land rested from war. Chapter 12. Now these are the kings of the land which the children of Israel smote, and possessed their land on the other side Jordan toward the rising of the sun, from the river Arnon unto Mount Hermon, and all the plain on the east. Sihon king of the Amorites, who dwelt in Heshbon, and ruled from Aroah, which is upon the bank of the river Arnon, and from the middle of the river, and from Gilead, even unto the river Jabbok, which is the border of the children of Ammon, and from the plain to the sea of Shineros on the east, and unto the sea of the plain, even the salt sea on the east, the way to Beth Jeshimoth, and from the south on the Ashdod's Pisgah, and the coast of Og, king of Bashan, which was of the remnant of the giants that dwelt at Ashtaroth and Edrei, and reigned in Mount Hermon and in Salca, and in all Bashan unto the border of the Geshurites and the Makadites, and Gilead, the border of Sihon king of Heshbon. Them did Moses the servant of the Lord and the children of Israel smite, and Moses the servant of the Lord gave it for possession unto Reubenites and the Gadites and the half tribe of Manasseh. And these are the kings of the country which Joshua and the children of Israel smote on this side Jordan on the west, from Baal-Gad in the valley of Lebanon even unto the Mount Halak that goes up to Jair, which Joshua gave unto the tribe of Israel for a possession according to their divisions. In the mountains and in the valleys and in the plains and in the springs and in the wilderness and in the south country, the Hittites, the Amorites and the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites and the Jebusites. The king of Jericho won, the king of Ai, which is beside Bethel, won, the king of Jerusalem, one, the king of Hebron, one, the king of Jarmuth, one, the king of Lachish, one, the king of Eglon, one, the king of Gezer, one, the king of Deborah, one, the king of Gedar, one, the king of Hormah, one, the king of Arad, one, the king of Libnah, one, the king of Adullam, one, the king of Makeda, one, the king of Bethel, one, the king of Tapua, one, the king of Hepher, one, the king of Apek, one, the king of Lashiron, one, the king of Madon, one, the king of Hajar, one, the king of Shimron, Meron, one, the king of Eshishap, one, the king of Tanash, one, the king of Megiddo, one, the king of Kadesh, one, the king of Joknim of Carmel, one, the king of Dor in the coast of Dor, one, the king of nations of Gilgal, one, the king of Tirzah, one, all the kings 30 and 1. Now, thank you for listening. Good night.